Did we lose you again, Ben? Ben, are you there?
I am here.
There you go. How we doing?
Okay. Fuck, man. I wish we didn't have internet problems, but
Both
we're
I know
we're
both
we're
of us at
doing
the
it.
same time.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Zoom must be freaking out our computers right now. No, doing well, man. Had my first Oakland A's class, and as I'm sitting there mid class, I'm looking in my background. I'm like, I have two AL, especially in a divisional, um, jerseys behind me of rivals in the AL for the A's.
The
So
Jays aren't a rival. I don't even
yeah,
consider
just
the Mariners a rival, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, but two divisional rival, just like divisional opponents, a divisional opponent
League
and an AL opponent.
opponents.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't
so
matter. Baseball's baseball, man.
oh yeah,
People should be there learning about it. Doesn't you don't have to be an A's fan to learn about the A's, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't wait to hear
Robbie
more.
Brazil in 2 weeks, Dave Stewart in 3 weeks.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty sure Dallas Braden's gonna be our surprise guest.
That'd be dope.
So
Good old DB.
how you
Um
doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Excited for the World Series. You know, Dodgers Yankees. It's obviously what the Major League Baseball was praying for since opening day. Took a
Yeah,
dog
the
shit
script.
AL for the Yankees to get there. I still don't think they're a very good team.
No,
But we'll hop into that a little bit. Um, yeah, man.
I also don't think the Dodgers are the best team in the NL. But
Yeah, but I think they beat the best team in the NL, which
oh, absolutely.
you can't really say for the
Yep.
Yankees.
And they're just getting hot at the right time, which is part of it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, and I
that's
I mean I guess the Yankees by default are the best team in the AL, but I mean the AL just had so many issues this year. Like the Orioles were fucking decimated by injuries. Um, the Astros just fucking, you know, they had injuries too, never really clicked all the way around and stuff.
major
Um,
issues, major pitching issues on the Astros injuries,
yeah,
I guess.
so you know, it's it is what it is. The Yankees are there. And like I said, I think the Dodgers beat the best team in Major League Baseball. I thought the Padres from top to bottom were the most well-rounded roster, and I thought they were best set up to, um, you know, win the World Series.
Yeah,
And they unfortunately got ousted by a Dodgers team that got hot at the right time, and
yeah,
that's what it
and not
takes.
only that, they beat a hot team too.
Yeah, and then they beat arguably the hottest team in the Mets.
Yep.
So that's how it's looking for for the Dodgers. Should be good. Should be a really good series, man.
And now
Well,
we've got
I don't know about
what,
that.
5 days in between games,
Yeah,
6 days in between games.
so
Who
both
does that help? Who does that hurt the most?
um I'm not sure, to be honest. I think it helps both teams because I think both teams like their high leverage guy. I don't think the Dodgers use their high leverage guys as much as the Yankees, so it probably helps the Yankees from that aspect a little bit better. And the Dodgers were like scorching hot in that Mets series, so
Hmm.
maybe they come out with a little bit of rust in Game One. Um, I don't know though because the Dodgers, I mean, just the production they've been getting from top to bottom in their lineup, dude, has just been absolutely incredible.
Hmm.
So that's why I don't know how that like helps the. I'm trying to pull up the why is it so difficult to pull up playoff statistics for Major League Baseball, dude? Like why do they only have it? Why do they have it separated by all? Like what is going on here?
Are you trying to look for pitchers? Or are you trying to look for?
I'm trying to look for team stats for both pitching and hitting, but it's like why is it so hard to find this shit?
Um, I know
Oh, here we go.
ESPN separates it from
But they don't have
regular
like
season to post.
they don't
They
have
don't have the
bullpen
deep stuff. Yeah.
ERA. Like they only have like your full pitching ERA and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. Team stats. Can I do postseason? Yes. Okay, here we go. I found it. Fangraphs lets me do it, of course, because Fangraphs is the best. And you could break up pitching. Um, yeah, so I posted our video that we did, a little clip from last Sunday's show, which obviously we didn't spend like a ton of in depth time on.
Mm.
Um, but I did I did break it. I did post it and got some comments on it. A lot of people are saying like, "Oh, you're underestimating the Yankees," and um, all this stuff. And I don't see that at all. Like, I'm not underestimating the Yankees, dude. I personally, from watching the two teams play and given the data and the sample size that we have in the postseason, I just think the Dodgers are by far and away the better team than the New York Yankees.
Well, and they've had a harder route to get to the World Series, which I think is a big aspect of it too. They are ready to play a team like the Yankees. I don't know if the Yankees are ready to play a team like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Yankees had, I don't want to say a cakewalk, but they had a fairly easy time with Cleveland because Cleveland could not put up. I mean, other than probably game 4, Cleveland could not put up runs.
Well,
And
people are also saying, Ben, they're like, oh well, the Yankees got to the best bullpen in baseball, and I was like, yeah, but so did the Tigers. Like the Tigers got the Clase. The Tigers ripped him for 4 runs in
Mhm.
that series. So it's not like the Yankees did something that hadn't been done. Like the Tigers had already done it. And we were talking about this on before, and the Guardians bullpen, like they were so overused during the regular season. Like they just looked absolutely gassed. And then on game 6 they were used for like 2 consecutive days, all the relievers. So by game 6, I mean they were like their arms had fallen off.
Mhm.
And the Dodgers bullpen has been nothing short of spectacular this postseason, dude. Their bullpen ERA 3.16, but if you take out garbage time, like when they throw in guys that won't be in a close game, they have a .85 ERA, a sub-1 ERA, dude. Sub-1.
Yeah.
Now, yes, their starters haven't been great, but if we're being honest, you take away the Padres series really, and their starters in the Jack Flaherty start in the last start, their starters have been much better.
Yeah.
So I actually
And I think the Padres have a more explosive offense. I mean, I think both Padres and the Mets have a more explosive offense than
than the
as
Yankees.
a whole than the Yankees. Yes, the Yankees have Soto. Yes, the Yankees have Judge. Judge hasn't done shit.
Yep.
It's really the person. Well, I guess you can add Stanton into the mix because Stanton has been hot these last 2 series, but you're worried about 2 guys. If I'm looking at the Dodgers lineup, I'm worried about like 6 at this point.
Yeah. And you're getting like you're getting you're getting quality ABs from a lot of guys, dude. You're getting
From guys you wouldn't expect.
yeah, Kike Hernandez,
Fucking Max
Tommy
Muncy.
Edman, Max Muncy. Yeah, just incredible, incredible. Dodgers have a 122 WRC plus, which leads all of baseball in the postseason. The Yankees right behind them with a 117 WRC plus, but Dodgers hitting 251 as a team, slugging 434. X Woba of 343. Yankees hitting 237 as a team. X Woba of 330. Both have a pretty high walk. They both have the highest walk ratio in amongst teams in the playoffs. Yankees striking out 22% of the time. The
Well,
176
20% of that is Jazz.
with the 22 with the 176 ISO. And then the Dodgers have a 183 ISO.
Jazz, Judge, and Wells, both with triple-digit strikeouts.
Yeah,
You put
it's
those together, and it's over 50% of their strikeouts.
yeah. Um
13, 15, 30, 40. Sorry, 39 out of their 77 strikeouts are Jazz, Judge, and Wells.
yeah, and I also think that the thing too with the Yankees is like, they did face a Royals team and a Guardians team. Both teams were like ice cold coming into the playoffs from the plate. I mean, the Royals like just totally different ball club the last month than they were the previous like 3 months, and you kind of saw that in that series. And the Guardians, I mean, same thing. Like ever since the second half, like they really hadn't been able to swing the bats very well. So I definitely think this is a huge step up in competition for the Yankees. Um,
Yeah.
they're
So,
they're
so one thing that the Yankees did really well in the divisional series is that they took out Bobby Wood Jr. and they did not make him effective at the plate. Is there someone on this Dodgers team that can, if he's taken away from the plate, will basically throw that series?
Steven said, "Cheers, boys. What's up, Steven? Thanks for joining the chat. Cheers to you as well, my good friend."
Yes, sir.
Um, See, that's the thing is like, you know, that was obviously the weakness for the Royals is like you take away one guy and it's like, okay, who's gonna beat you? And same thing with the
Hmm.
Guardians, dude. You take away Jose Ramirez and it's like, okay, who do you fear now? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
With the Dodgers, it's a little bit different because you know you take away Otani and it's tough because okay, you walk him and then you got Mookie Betts right behind him,
Hmm.
right?
And Mookie's batting 300 right now, 295, but
Yeah,
almost 300 right now.
and it's like okay, you walk both of those guys and don't let them beat you, and then it's like okay, well now you have Freddie Freeman behind him, and the reason why the Dodgers have been playing so well is because the bottom of the lineup is getting on base for the top of the lineup, so then you
Hmm.
can't even think about pitching around the top of the lineup because then you're fucked.
Yeah. You've got fucking Chris Taylor with a 250, Rojas 250. Uh, Freddie is your low point at 219. Fucking Kike 308. Muncie 242.
But Muncie has like an on base percentage of like 400 in the playoffs.
Uh, 468.
Yeah, 468.
Um, you've got fucking Teoscar's. He's another low point batting 200. Then you've got Mookie, you've got Shohei, you've got fucking Tommy Edman batting
Yep.
341 right now.
Yep. You got guys just producing up and down that lineup, man. And
Stepping up, yeah.
so I think that's gonna be the tough thing for the Yankees is how do you approach the lineup? You know what I mean? And I think it's imperative for the Yankees to get out in this first game and they have to steal game one, dude.
Yeah.
Because you have
Well,
Flaherty on the mound. He'll be
yeah.
opposing who's pitching for the Yankees?
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's, these numbers I think are a little swayed because yes, you've got Flaherty who has a, what is it, what's his,
Flaherty got knocked around against the Padres, and then he also got knocked around against the Mets. He hasn't been
the
great.
the Mets was the big one, but he's sporting a 7.04 ERA. And I think a lot of people are going to look at that and be like, oh, he's absolutely fucking trash. Go Garrett Cole.
Yeah,
And I think you do have a little bit of numbers there because if you look at Jack Flaherty's first, four starts during the playoffs, you're looking at 15 runs in 20 innings.
yeah,
It's not good.
no,
Not good at all. So I think you can expect some runs to come up, especially against a Yankees team who can score runs. Are they going to go out and put three or four up? Likely not. I expect them to get two, maybe the possibility of 3 runs in the first 5 innings as Flaherty's pitching. Um, both San Diego and New York have a much more explosive style of offense than the random home run here and there that you're getting out of the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean the Yankees, they severely rely on the long ball, dude.
Yeah.
So if you can keep the ball inside the park, that makes things significantly more difficult because the Yankees really rely on getting guys on base and then hitting a home run.
Mhm.
That's their plan of action. So Flaherty has to keep the ball in the ballpark. He has
Yeah.
to limit that. Um, can he do that? You know, that's the big thing, dude. Is he the one start that he did well, that he pitched well, he was able to spot his fastball, and his fastball was key because everything works off his fastball. Against the Mets, his last start, his velo was down to 90 miles an hour, and he wasn't really spotting his fastball, and he was getting behind in counts, having to come in on guys, and that's what was killing him. Now he can't walk guys against the Yankees because that's what they want. They want to get guys on base and then they want to hit a home run. So
Mhm.
he has to keep the ball in the ballpark, and he has to be able to spot his fastball, and he has to be able to play off his fastball, and that's going to be the key. So we're going to find out very early, Ben, in this game, whether Flaherty has it or not.
Yep. And I think that could be, that short of a leash is if you get
Oh, for sure. This is a World
two
Series,
walks.
so
Yeah, if you get 2 walks, you're done. We'll see if that happens because Dave Roberts does like to give his pitchers a little bit more time than I think they should, but we'll see if he's learned from past experiences.
yeah. Well, I don't think he wants to get into the bullpen right away, but I'm telling you right now, if the Yankees put up a couple runs and he's at 30 pitches and has only recorded 1 out, I think
Oh,
the
absolutely.
leash is absolutely pulled. But yeah, I think we're gonna find out very early in this game, dude. Is if he's able to spot that fastball and it's sitting 94 ish, I think it's gonna be a probably good night. But if he's sitting 90 again, it's gonna be tough sledding. And the Dodgers are gonna have to put up runs on Garrett Cole. And Garrett Cole, for what it's worth, he hasn't been as good on the road historically in his career in the playoffs. So that's also beneficial for the Dodgers. And Garrett Cole really wasn't good in his last start against the Guardians. Only went 4 1/3. He gave up like 5 or 6 hits,
6 hits, 2 runs,
two
two
runs.
earned,
Yeah, and it should
four
have been more,
walks.
but Austin Hedges came up with the bases loaded because Stephen Vogt fucking pinch hit Bo Naylor in the third inning, so they had no one to fucking pinch hit for Austin Hedges, and you could get Austin Hedges out, Ben. So it should have been more runs. Like he's not gonna be able to do that against the fucking Dodgers, bro. What he did against the
Mhm.
Guardians, because the Dodgers will make him pay, whereas the Guardians fucking couldn't. So I think that's gonna be
Oh, we already
imperative.
have. Sorry, we already have first 5 lines out for game one.
What's the first five over? I lean that.
4.5.
I
Yep,
like that.
that's exactly what 4.5, and it's at plus 100.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
I like the foreign. I like that. Um, yeah, I'm definitely. I like that first five over. I will say this though: the Yankees in this playoffs really haven't been able to hit starters as well as they've been hitting the fucking bullpens.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I
that does worry
I
me.
agree with you on that, but I still think you're going to get some action on Flaherty.
Yeah, and it's imperative that the Dodgers hit
Well,
Garrett
and
Cole.
yeah, hit Cole, and Cole has not seen Dodgers. He does not know what to expect here. We have
Yeah,
do we have Garrett Cole versus the Dodgers all time? How many games has he pitched?
well, probably hasn't been that in a while.
Let's see. Garrett Cole is 4-2 with an ERA of 5.01, and 41 strikeouts and 8 appearances against the Dodgers in his career.
Yeah, but this is a different Dodgers team than he's ever faced.
Oh yeah. Last time was June 3rd, 2023, where he went 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, ERA of 1.5, 4 hits, 1 earned.
Yeah, it is a totally different team though.
Let's see. In LA, he's pitched 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs.
He has an xFIP of
And
5.39 in this playoffs.
7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 4 1/3, 12 hits, 5 runs. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. So he hasn't been great in at Dodger Stadium.
No. Let's see.
Yeah, I like this first 5 over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Dodgers hit Garrett Cole. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think they get to him.
We want to look full game at what, 8.5?
Life journey on YouTube. Dodgers in 5. I agree with you, brother. I think the
Yep.
Dodgers take it in 5. I
I
really
love it.
do.
I have Dodgers in 4, 5, and 6. Either way, I'm winning money.
I definitely think Dodgers in 5 is a solid look. Um, the full game I'm a little taken aback by just because the Dodgers bullpen, especially like high leverage, is very good. But at the same time, is like that's why the first 5 over makes a ton of sense because you hit that first 5 over, and then you don't even have to worry about the full game because you know the only way the Dodgers bullpen is giving up runs is when they throw guys out there in garbage time when they're up like 6 runs or down 6 runs, which means
Mm-hmm.
the first 5 is already hit. But if this is a close game, let's say 3-2, it might be 3-2 the whole way because you're going to get both teams' best. You're going to get both teams' best relievers out the gate.
Mm-hmm. Remind me on the way out. I got a question for you.
What?
World Series MVP odds.
Um.
This is tough because it could be anyone from fucking,
Yeah. Usually,
you
World
know,
Series though is like it's usually one of like your better players.
yeah. I've taken two. I literally beer money, not even pizza money. Um, and I've taken Mookie at plus 750 and Max Muncy at plus 1,000.
Yeah, I don't hate the Max Muncy because that guy has been, like I said, fucking for what on base percentage, bro.
Yeah, 460.
If Tommy Edman didn't hit that big home run, there was a good chance Max Muncy was the fucking
Hmm.
NLCS MVP.
You can have Stanton at plus 750. Fucking Kike at plus 2,500. Freddie's at plus 2,500. But I think he's too injured there. Oscar plus 2,500. Edmund 25. Torres 3,000. Jazz plus 5,000 into the trash can. But Shohei is plus 175. Judge plus 400. Soto plus 450. I'm surprised that Judge is plus 400 and Soto is plus 450.
Judge is what? Plus what?
Judge is plus 400. Soto is plus 450. I think they got that backwards.
Yeah, I agree. I think if anyone wins it, it's going to be Soto on the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. Or Stanton at plus 750.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving our Judge under 297 bet. He's got to hit like 500 plus to
Yeah,
to
that's
uh
that's looking
make
pretty
up for that.
that's looking pretty solid.
Yep.
I like that one. Yeah, I think the first five over is my favorite play in this
Yep.
in game
100%
one.
agree with you on that.
I don't really want to take a side since we already have Dodgers. We're already deep with Dodgers to win the series.
Yep.
So I'm gonna stay away from the side. But I do think, honestly, I think the Yankees have value at plus $1.05 in game one, just because Flaherty probably has been the weakest link of the Dodgers starters.
Mhm.
Um, and I do think it's imperative that they have to win this game. I think the Yankees do. So
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do like the Dodgers to win the series, which we talked about on Sunday. We got it minus $1.20. It has moved. Again, if I were to play a side on this on game one, I would probably look at the Yankees plus $1.05, but I do like the first five over. I also think if you're watching the game and you have access to like any live betting, I think if the game's close after the fourth or fifth inning, I think you can look at taking a live under because I think you're going to see both relievers. But man, it's tough playing unders in Dodger games right now, dude,
Yep.
because they're swinging it so well.
A
But I
lot
mean,
of crooked numbers.
there could be some rust, man, coming off the
Yeah, but
5 day
that's going to be
layoff.
that could be your first five rust. I don't think it's going to be a full game rust. But I think we're hoping that by the second time around that rust is going to be gone and they're going to be able to get to Cole.
Yeah, agreed. Cole's walking guys like he was against Cleveland, dude. It's could be a long night for the
Yep.
Yankees, dude. So we'll
You also
see.
got to look at some game props. I mean,
I like Mookie because Life Journey would just prefer the Dodgers to sweep and get it over with for Fernando. Yeah, rest in peace to Fernando Valenzuela who passed
yeah,
away tonight.
I think that's going to be another big push for the Dodgers to win. Gives them a little bit of emotion into it.
Yeah. Um, but as far as player props, I actually like Mookie against Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole's been worse against right-handers this year than he has against left-handers.
Um, I I like the under in both pitchers, to be honest. Outs recorded.
What?
You've got Garrett Cole under 15 and a half, and you've got Jack Flaherty under 14 and a half.
Interesting. That's hella low.
And
14 and a half is very low for a starter.
five, I mean, is he going to go 5 innings?
I mean, the
I don't
Dodgers
think
sure
I don't
hope
think
so.
either of these guys go 5 innings.
I don't know.
Cole under 15 and a half is minus 125. Jack Flaherty under 14 and a half is plus 125. I think the
Interesting.
under is hitting in both of these because I like we've said Dodgers first five over. If both of these teams hit the pitchers, they're not lasting. There's going to be short strings there.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You got Garrett Cole to record a win. No minus 270. Flaherty, no minus 385. Vegas knows that this is not, they're not going deep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point.
Both hits are for Flaherty and Garrett Cole are over 4.5. Sorry, over under 4.5. Earned runs for both of them are at 2.5. Walks allowed, Garrett Cole over 1.5. It's minus 180. It's way fucking juiced, but
Yeah.
Jesus, that's low. Wait till that hits 2.5.
What's
And
Flaherty's at?
Flaherty over 2.5, minus 115. Under, minus 115.
Steven say got to be afraid of Roberts leaving him in there too long. Yeah, Ben was talking about that earlier,
Yep.
but I don't know. I think it's going to be a short leash for both starters. I think if, you know, I definitely think if Flaherty is around 30 pitches with one out recorded in the first inning, I think it's a very good possibility that he's going to be done. It's going to be very imperative. We're going to see very early with Flaherty, man. Like if his velo's sitting 90 again, I don't think
Well, and
he
I think
lasts very
because
long.
of last game, you're going to have him being on a short leash because Dave Roberts fucked up and left him in too long, even in a 3 inning game.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's learned his lesson there.
Well, I mean, if the Dodgers were down in the series, I think he would have taken him out. But they were up in the series, and he didn't want to like burn their entire bullpen, knowing that he needed them for the next game.
Yep.
So I think that was also something as well. All right.
I've taken under in both of those right now.
It's been like the under outs recorded for both starters. I
Yep.
do think both starters. I think Flaherty has a much shorter leash than Garrett Cole does.
Yep.
I would say that for sure. Probably just gonna play
Garrett
that
Cole
first.
hasn't seen an offense like this, so that's what I'm banking on. His last 3 starts, he's got Kansas City twice and Cleveland once. And I'm sorry, Cleveland is not that offense.
Yeah. Definitely don't think they're as good.
Maybe first quarter, third of the year, but they weren't in that series.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. All right, should we get the best bets out for this game right now? Flaherty should do well this time. I think 6 innings, 2 runs. Ooh, Life Journey is he is
Six
very
innings.
he's very confident in the Dodgers all the way around.
Is that Irv?
Yeah, is that Irv?
Irv, you got
Life
you got
Journey,
a different
are you Irv? This guy that's gotta be fucking Irv, dude.
life journey. If you're not Irv, we're sorry, but
It's gotta be
we
Irv.
we got a buddy who the Dodgers can do no wrong. Fucking Shohei wasn't betting, huh?
All right, let's get some best bets for this one.
All right, so my favorite bet of the day is Dodgers first 5, over 4.5.
Same.
I think I mean you lost out on a couple cents, but I think you take Dodgers series. I think you can go ahead and take Dodgers. I mean, I did a kind of series hedge for Dodgers in 4, 5, and 6, and each way I'm making money. So that might be something if you don't want to take, 3 games. You can take 2 if you think it's 5, maybe 6. You take those. If you think it's 4 or 5, you take those. Either way, you're making money. Like I mentioned, I like both pitchers under their innings totals for game 1. I think both of these guys are on a short leash, and I think both teams as we bet the over, both teams are going to get to be starters. So
yeah, I like the first 5 over. That's going to be my play. I haven't seen any like player props outside the pitchers, but I would look at Mookie over 1.5. If you can get him like plus $1.10 or something, I think that's a solid play because, like I said, Garrett Cole hasn't been as good against righties, and Life Journey said he was definitely bet on himself to shatter records and win a World Series for the Dodgers. Oh, brother.
there we go.
But yeah, I would look at Mookie over 1.5 total bases. I would look that way. If it's plus $1.10 or better, I would take it. So first 5 over, we both agree there.
Yep.
All right, thank you everybody for joining us. We're gonna be doing some more content for the World Series. We're gonna try and do like some recap shows or some live streams during the World Series. So be on the lookout for that. Friday, we probably won't be doing it because we have our Love Is Blind show to do. So won't be doing it for Friday, but maybe Saturday. We'll see what's going on. See what's going on for Game 2. But thank you everybody for joining us. Make sure to tap in. Follow us on Twitter at @Taproom_sports to see when we're going to be doing some shows. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. You can follow myself on Twitter at JordanRulesTSP. Thank you again for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all later. If you missed any of the show, you can get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you get your podcast fix. Just search Taproom Sports Podcast. We'll see y'all later. Have a blessed Wednesday. Enjoy the World Series on Friday. Let's go.
Peace.